Hey everyone, welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. Alongside me is my guy Dabby Cab. Dabby, hello. It's nice to see you.
Yo, what's up, man? I've been practicing for when I host. You want to hear it?
Sure. Go ahead. I'll close my eyes so I can really imagine it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Say hey for another edition of Say Hey Bouquett or Say Hey Plays. Hold on. Let me get back on track. Allegedly, how am I doing?
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Not bad. I think your voice needs to be a little higher, maybe a little more nasally too.
But as long as I use allegedly at least once every 3 sentences, I think I got it.
Yeah, I think that will be what gets you to the promised land, Dabby Cab. I think that's you're on the right path. It's nice to see everyone in the chat as always. We're getting this show underway here. I did my monthly record last night, Dabby Cab, and I felt a lot better about myself. The capping has been pretty sound in the last couple of months. We've been doing pretty well. We're just trying to erase 1 month of badness here, and it's been pretty fun doing it. I'm excited to talk about all the games this is going on tonight. I've already cashed one bet. Shout out to TJ and his gift. Detroit first 5 money line. Shout out to Eddie Rodriguez as well for pitching well. But I'm ready to get after this card. Are you, Dabby Cap, ready to get after this?
Yes.
Beautiful. All right, let's get after it. And by the way, before we get into this, and as everyone trickles in, we'll plug this again later on in the program. But the unmuted mic back again this Thursday.
Yeah, look, here's the deal. Before you show the picture, I'm not trying to just interview anybody, okay? Like, if we're going to interview somebody, I want it to be somebody who's involved in the industry, who will, be interesting to watch as an interviewer. Either way, what I'm saying is we're trying to bring you illustrious guests. We're not trying to just bring any fucking person in off the street. So we've taken our time with it, and we got our next guest lined up. We actually have a couple lined up at this point. But I'm real excited to announce our next guest. Her name's Rachel. I sent you a couple pictures. This is Rachel. She'll be interviewing with us. It'll be next Thursday, actually. I'll be meeting with her tomorrow with Dave. We're going to be doing a pre-interview. But shout out to Dave because he got Rachel set up. So that's who we're going to be interviewing next. Rachel Pie on Instagram. If you want to go check her out, should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we don't talk too much about farting in a jar and dude on dude like Dave did last time. But it'll be good either way.
Yeah, it will be. Who knows? Maybe some dude on dude will make for a more interesting conversation. Who knows? I'm sure Miss Pie has.
For you.
Well, Miss Pie, I'm sure is very interested in all these.
Miss Pie.
Yeah. Show some respect, Cab. 2 weeks ago was Miss Tush. Now it's Miss Pie. Show some respect, please. Appreciate everyone at Rocco, BJ, Justin.
Oh, shit. You're right. We had Miss Tush last week, and we got Miss Pie for the next week.
Yeah, respect.
There you go.
Respect. RVD 420, Perky Sanderson. Appreciate everyone in here in the chat. By the way, the Perky Sanderson was on the Brewers, and I felt bad if you were on the Brewers in this game. It was a fucking tough way to lose. So sorry about that, Perky, but he's on the Red Sox now. I'm on the Red Sox currently. I'm also on the over 8 minus 121 in that game. So 2-0 Red Sox lead right now, I believe it was. So that'll be very fun to live react to. Dabby, let's get after this card, and let's start off with a contrarian bet, or whatever you want to call it, that I've made here. I'm on the Miami Marlins first 5 in full game here, Dabby. I believe in Braxton Garrett's ability to pitch well. He's been, up and down this year, more down than up in his last few starts, but finally broke through and had a 1-run performance in 6 innings against the Detroit Tigers. There as a burp comes through as I power through it. He pitched well, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1, none of them earned, and a 6-5 victory there. And the thing that's really gotten me on this, Dabby Cap, this opened up at a minus 135 for the Phillies. It's dropped all the way down to minus 120 here. When you look at the market, I'm pretty sure you'll be shocked to hear this, Dabby Cap, but 81% of the bets and 88% of the money on not the Marlins, on the Phillies here. And the line.
And they're making it better to bet them, yeah.
Yeah, so I will bet on the other side. There's only, let me double check here, 12% of the money on the Marlins. I hope I'm that 1% in there. So Miami Marlins first 5 full game for me, plus 107 and plus 110.
Here's the deal with the reverse line movement. Like, if you've already bet it and you're already on the Phillies and you want to trust your cap and be confident, go ahead. But if you haven't bet this game yet, there's absolutely no fucking reason to do anything other than bet the Marlins after what Jose just said. And that's the truth. Like, I'm not saying that every single time that this situation happens, it hits, but more often than not, it does. My cap would probably have been towards Wheeler in this. The Phillies have won 4 of their last 6 games, 3 of their last 5 road games. They're playing well on offense. They put up 14 runs in their last 3 road games. I think they're going to keep playing well offensively. But, I mean, I'm not going to go into this breakdown and say anything other than what I just said. If you're betting this at this point, it's the Marlins or you pass. You don't want to go against, 80% of the bets and 80% of the money is a lot, especially to be making it a better price on the Phillies. And I hate whenever the fucking Red Sox are on whenever I do this goddamn show with you. Because you're just like,
Yeah, I'm watching. Sorry, I want Duval to go yard. This is what I've got the over too, by the way. And you mentioned the reverse line movement. The same shit happened in that game. I wasn't going to bet the total. I leaned over the whole time, but there was like 80% of the money again on the under, and they were pushing up to 8.5. And I was like, fuck this. If you guys are everyone's going to be under and we're going over on the total here, that's going to 8.5. I'll just take an 8 at minus 120 and rock and roll. So that's what I've done as well. And I'm hoping it's only 2-0 right now in the top of 4th. So we'll see how that goes. But
the Red Sox pissed me off the other night, and that's why you got a message about them.
Well, they're a frustrating bunch. They're a frustrating bunch. I agree with you there. First 5 full game Marlins for me. Let's go to the other matchup I'm excited to hear Dabby Cap talk about here. Garrett Cole versus Shane McClanahan. Arguably the 2 best pitchers in the American League. They're probably the 2 top Cy Young guys right now. I'd also like to throw Felix Bautista's name in that ring as well. I'd like to throw him in there as well as a reliever. Been really, really, really good this year, but he won't win it because he's a reliever, but I'd like to throw him out there. Garrett pitched well in his last start, and a start I didn't think he would come through, and I was on the Orioles money line. I still won it, thankfully, but he pitched really well. 7 innings, 3 hits, nowhere in runs, and I need him to pitch really well. These are the only games that the Yankees seem to win because he pitches really well, and the offense sometimes scratches across 1 or 2 runs for them here. Shane McClanahan is in a bit of a funk. I hate to say it, Dabby Cap. I'm on the Yankees. I'm on the Yankees full game money line here. I got it at minus 115. Last night it was at minus 108, and it's all the way now to minus 120. Shout out to our guy BJ. BJ, a 5-unit bet on this game. I'm sure you commented it already, but I posted it earlier today. That helped me get on it. TJ's gift, New York Yankees as well. They got to win some games, and they hit lefties pretty well. And if Sugar Shane goes out there and dominates them and they lose another low-scoring game, I might throw myself off a building. But I'm on the Yankees full game money line.
Did you just call him Sugar Shane?
Yeah, Sugar Shane McClanahan.
Did you make that up?
No, that's not original at all.
Oh, okay. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Jashawn, I see you. Picks from Dave said Tampa Bay first 5, suck it. I also saw him say suck it when he bet on Philly up there. So I guess every pick he's telling you to suck it today. Big Show said 8 days. I'll see you in 8 days, Jose. You know that, right?
Yeah, the card show and Southtown 101. Shout out to Big Show. Shout out to the card show. Will be a whole lot of fun. I'll be interested. Maybe I purchase a Red Sox or 2. Maybe if someone has a Red Sox, I go in there and we'll see. Maybe a Rafael Devers rookie. I would hate to see that. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just excited, man. Anybody who can make it to San Antonio, if anybody's in any bit of the area. Steak. Do what?
You'll get your steak too.
I don't believe it.
Okay, fair.
If I get it, that's great. I'd love to do. We'll grill out. We can get steaks and fish and whatever. We'll do surf and turf at the Airbnb with Big Show, Nate, Dab Father. That'll be a good time. Yeah, shout out to Nasty Nate, who I think as well will be here in the trading card business because I don't know if he eats. He doesn't eat red meat, I think. So he's a chicken guy. So we gotta get chicken. He can eat fish. I just said fish too. Oh, you're right. You're right. True. But go ahead. Sorry, Yankees Rays. We're just this game, man. Look, in my opinion, with like you just said, two of the best, if not the best, pitchers on the mound right here with Garrett Cole and Shane McClanahan. you can convince me of either side. If I'm betting Shane McClanahan on a money line, I can feel comfortable. If I'm betting Garrett Cole on a money line, I can feel comfortable. So basically, it just comes down to feel, right? And I feel like I think you're on the right side. I feel like Garrett Cole is probably who I would want to back in this start. I feel like it. But these are two of the best pitchers, in baseball, regardless of how McClanahan's recent starts have gone. He's still a lefty that runs the ball up at 98, 99 miles an hour. He's still got that amazing slider. And any game he could shut somebody down, especially a piss poor hitting team like these Yankees. So like I said, I feel like you're on the right side. I feel like BJ's on the right side. I'm not betting this game.
Yeah, I fucking hope so. I hate betting the Yankees, BJ. I'm not watching that fucking game either. Like, I understand this pitching matchup is going to be exciting, but I'm going to be very conflicted watching the whole time, just pissed off. So, no, thank you. I have the the Yankees. It's just instinct to say the other team against the Yankees. I have the Yankees money line. See, it's hard for me to say as well. Yankees money line -115 for me.
Yeah, Deshaun said just take the under. I mean,
Seems
seven
easy.
and a half.
But,
Some 7.5s are scary to bet, but I mean, yeah, I probably would.
Market wise for this game, by the way, 67% of the bets and 86% of the money on the Yankees there. And money line wise, totals wise, 72% of the bets on the under and 57% of the money on the under there. So, honestly, I'd rather bet the over in this game, but that's just me. Baltimore, Toronto, next game on our slate, more AL East action here. And I'm on Baltimore here. I'm on them full game money line +110, but the line has obviously moved in Toronto's favor here. Believing in them to get the bounce back victory here. Grayson Rodriguez maybe struggles here. They have their new shortstop now, DeJong, on his birthday, by the way. So shout out to him. Home run prop there probably. But I did not. I didn't want to bet the Blue Jays here, simply. I just think they're on a bit of a cold streak. I don't trust them. Their team's still trying to get together. They've got a huge series coming up this weekend against the Red Sox. So, honestly, maybe this is just me betting with my heart a little bit, but I am rooting for the Blue Jays to fall off here and lose. So I bet the Orioles at a plus money price. They're one of the best team in baseball. I mean, I think this is just a good bet every time you bet the Orioles at plus money.
Yeah, I get it. I was talking with people about this game earlier, and I think a lot of people were agreeing with what you just said. I mean, Baltimore feels like the side right here, and especially with, they've owned the Blue Jays. Baltimore's won 14 of the last 20 games overall. 6 of the last 7 head-to-head with the Blue Jays. And I know they're not on the road here, so this doesn't apply, but Baltimore's won the last 5 on the road versus Toronto, which is just crazy. So they really honestly own this Blue Jays team. And I get it, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm on the Blue Jays first 5 here. I got a -120. I'm backing Kikuchi. I think Grayson Rodriguez had his best start of his young career without question against the Yankees last time out. And I think repeating something like that is not where this rookie is at. My whole bet is basically based off of that. I don't think this rookie's ready to repeat that performance. Now, usually I know I'm on first 5, but I took first 5 for a reason here because I kind of just have a weird feeling about that full game with the Orioles. So I'm on the first 5 here, backing Kikuchi and the Blue Jays.
Well, we can both cash here, no problem. Glad I'm on full game instead of first 5 here. Yeah, the Blue Jays bullpen is a killer. It's an absolute killer. So no, thank you there. I agree wholeheartedly with you there.
I'm betting this pitching matchup. If you want me to really simplify it, I think Kikuchi has a little bit better start than Rodriguez.
Fair enough. No, yeah, I can see it, but I'm on the slamming Orioles here. Man, the Orioles Astros ALCS. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? That's what we were heading to right now. Minnesota Twins, St. Louis Cardinals here. Thank you to the Twins for pulling out a fucking close victory yesterday and cashing our tickets there. But this game, I had absolutely nothing. I wanted nothing to do with Dabby. Minnesota and Joe Ryan have not been. Well, Joe Ryan specifically has not been pitching well in his last few starts. And let's talk about the market here real quick. And I'll talk about the market in the Blue Jays game real quick. What's funny here, huge just action on the Blue Jays. Jesus. 35% of the bets.
When did that happen, man? Because this line telling you, it's gone like crazy. It looks like.
Yeah, no, it was much lower today, and like I
It
said,
was all day. It was dropping, and the reason I took first 5 is because it was at like minus 130, and then I got it all the way down at minus 120. I even saw it at minus 116 some places. Now it's back up to minus 125.
well, 39% of the bets and 85% of the money will do it to you because that's what's on the Blue Jays right there. So sharp action seemingly on the Blue Jays. And let's talk about full game totals here. 50-50 cash split, ticket split with 59% of the money on the under in that game. As for this Twins Cardinals game, let's talk about this market real quick. 50-50 money, but only 36% of the bets on the Cardinals here. So you see there's a somewhat sharp action on the Cardinals, day after the trade deadline, see how they do here, and a bunch of money on the over here, 37% of the bets and 21% of the money on the under. So you can see how different that is. Joe Ryan just hasn't pitched well, and I can see why people are on the Cardinals here. Their offense is still quality. Dakota Hudson is not good, and I would rather just take an over in this game, but I can see why people are on the Cardinals. I'm passing, though. What do you think,
I'm
Darry?
going to be honest with you. I got to get this tweet out because if this line's moving that bad, I don't want to give people a fucked up line.
Get it out. Get it out. I'm moving on from this game. Dabby has nothing on this game. Let's move on to his Texas Rangers versus the Chicago White Sox. And this is the first time Dabby and I are talking after the trade deadline. So we are obligated. There we go. That's English. We're obligated to ask Dabby Cab what he thought about the Texas Rangers arm acquisitions because they got a shitload of them.
I mean, I told you that they were going to make those moves. They had to. This is an old baseball team, man. They're old. The Rangers, it's now or never for them, regardless of if you think it's, never like you do, or if you think it's now or never. There's no in between. This team is not building for next year.
Agreed. And, another interesting factor in that, Dabby Cab, we see this quite frequently. Last time I think it was with the Tigers. Older owners. If you're an old owner, you just want to see your fucking team win before you die. And you don't give a fuck. Guess Nolan Ryan is old as fuck. And I don't know if he's the primary owner of the Rangers or what that situation is, but he is like the face of Texas Rangers baseball. Like, he's got the statue, his fucking barbecues all over the fucking stadium. That motherfucker is old. And they want to win before that guy dies. And who knows when that's going to be. So I can see it, but it's too bad they're facing the Astros in that division. And, I really would appreciate the Blue Jays picking up their shit and carrying their load, but it's a shame. But
let me guess, you like Dustin Verlander now that he's for the Astros. You're back. You're a fan of him again?
No, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about Justin Verlander. I've seen the man's dick. I don't know. If I've seen your dick, I don't care about your.
Oh, can you just stop?
What? Dabby, we'll talk about your.
We won't.
We'll talk about it, Dabby.
No, we won't. Talk. Would you break down? But these people want to hear you talk baseball, bro, not dick.
Well, I'm trying to get there. Dabby. You're interrupting. By the way, I thanked our mutual friend for giving me that information again the other day. So shout out to her. Let's talk about this game because of course, shock me. I wanted to bet the White Sox in this game, but their offense obviously kept off of it. I just want to back the offense here that sucks ass, and they traded all the pieces. They only have our guy fucking Luis Robert, who I always want to call Eloy Jimenez for some reason in my fucking head. But I pass this game. I absolutely 100% lean White Sox here. Market-wise in this game, let's go to the money line first. 52% of bets and 72% of the money on the Rangers there. And totals-wise, kind of unsurprisingly, everyone's betting the under. Thinking that this game goes under because Dylan Cease can shove and the White Sox offense sucks ass. So I get it. 61% of the bets and 73% of the money on the under here, Dabby. What do you think about this game?
So my first 5 overs, as much as like you think and people think that I like to bet the Rangers, when I bet those first 5 overs, that was a fade of Dane Dunning. I've been on the first 5 over the last 4 times he started because I did not think that he was going to keep up what he was doing early in the year. and he wasn't. Worst I got out of those 4 times was a push. He gave it up pretty much every start, and I always trust the Rangers to get a few. This is a tough spot, man. The Chicago White Sox offense is terrible. I mean, just one of the worst offenses. They strike out way too much. They swing at balls out of the zone. They have no plate discipline whatsoever. Like, they're just awful. All that being said, I don't trust Dunning. I kind of lean White Sox here. And as much as I want to take a first 5 over, Dylan Cease could still go out there and pitch a gem any day of the week.
Absolutely. That's why I'd be on the White Sox, but I'm not going to be on
Their offense is so bad.
So bad. And
so bad.
I'll be interested to see what the vibes are like in that locker room now. Everyone's gone, basically. Well, not everyone, just a shitload of players are gone. I'm sure there's a lot less pressure, so maybe they can play a little looser. But no thanks there. I pass on that game. I'd be on White Sox or nothing there. By the way, shout out to all the people that have already signed up for the Cappers contest. Dabby Cap is one of those people that signed up for the Cappers contest. I'm in there as well. The 2023 Cappers contest is live right now. Sign up on the Pub Sports Radio website, www.pubsportsradio.com. You can watch the shows from there. I should have put the pin the comments to let you guys go there, but you can sign up right now. $100 to enter for each one of those. So $100 for the Survivor, $100 for the Cappers contest. Again, the motto this year is fucking beat Pete. Hashtag beat Pete. He was the winner last year. We cannot let this happen again. 5 picks against the spread every week. And don't forget, again, the Survivor contest. We have to beat Pete in the Cappers contest. But shout out to our guy like Jonathan Yim was a casher in the Survivor pool last year. It's a good time. Both are fun times. Sign up today at pubsportsradio.com today. And again, by the way, replugging this again for anyone that missed it at the beginning of the show. Dabby Cab and Picks from Dave are back next week with the unmuted mic with our lovely, I forgot her first name, but shout out to Miss Pie, Rachel?
There you go, Rachel Pie. Rachel. I think it's just Rachel or Miss Pie. Either of those work. Miss Pie, I think, is the best. We had Miss Tush last week, Miss Pie next week. So, yeah, if you want to follow her on social, it's Angel Pie on Instagram. It'll be a good time.
Well,
like Dabby, I said, we're not going to talk. No fart in a jar talk this time, though. No motherfucking fart in a jar talk.
Well, Dabby, I've got a question for you. I just curious. Why is her name Miss Pie? Why Pie, huh?
You don't know what pie is, Jose? You haven't had much of that in your life, have you?
Oh, you should ask her that question. Say that I asked. Say there's a commenter named Jose Bouquett, an unexperienced man. He just wants to know why her name is Miss Pie. It's the same question I have to ask Chocolatey Waterfall. Why is your name Chocolatey Waterfall? And then I figured it out. So I'm just curious. I'm a curious guy. I got to ask these questions. Cincinnati Reds, Chicago Cubs is next on our slate, Dabby Cab. Boy, oh boy. I shout out to my dad.
I'm sorry. So many things. I just bit my tongue like 5 times.
Go ahead. Say your truth. Speak your truth.
No, go ahead. You talk baseball. I just
You want to talk pies?
Poor Helga.
Yeah, poor Helga indeed. Let's sucks for her, man. Sucks for her. Brandon Williams and Drew Smiley here. Again, shout out to Jimmy, who's heavily invested in the Reds here. I wanted nothing to do with this game, honestly. He believes in Brandon Williams a little more than I do. I was on him, I think, in his last start against the Dodgers, and he pitched well, so shout out to him. But the money on the Cubs is scary here for my guy, Jimmy. 46% of the bets and 85% of the money on the Chicago Cubs here. And totals-wise here, over, well, not really. 16% of the bets on the under, but 43% of the money on the under. So you can see that there's some pretty substantial bets on the under, but I can't see it here. I don't want to bet either side here. If I had to pick one, it'd be the plus 130 Reds, but ultimately I want nothing to do with them too.
Yeah, I agree. I'd say Reds here. They keep proving right when I was one, and I'll say I'm guilty of it. I said I think the Reds are done a couple weeks ago. I said I think they're just going to keep losing baseball
100%. Games. I was right there. I'm still right there with you. They have a hard-ass schedule. I still don't think they're going to win a division. But they're up there. I mean, the fucking Brewers won today or lost today. This is a big spot for them now.
I mean, yeah, it's a huge spot because what is it? They're a game up on the Brewers right now. I think, right?
I'll double check for you.
Okay, well, and also the Reds, against the Cubs this season, they've been good. Like, head to head, they've won 5 of their 7 meetings. Williamson, he's been stellar in July. He's got a 2.45 ERA in July, and that's not against any like slouch competition. He's got starts against the D-backs. He's got a start against the Padres. He's got a start against the Dodgers. And the Reds have won 3 of his last 4 outings when starting. And Drew Smyly is struggling. Everybody knows he's struggling. He's not who, a few years back, he gave up 10 runs in his last 14 innings. There's a reason why he didn't even get announced as a starter last game. He came out of the bullpen. I get it. I would take the plus money with the Reds if I bet this also.
Agreed. Shout out to Razor Sharp Picks in the chat. He's on the Gambler's First Glance Miami Marlins. I am on first 5 full games, so I hope that makes you feel either better or worse. Razor Sharp Picks. Assuming I know you, it'll make you feel worse. Shout out to my guy Akbar Salev as well in here. Great comment there, my man. That made me chuckle. I have nothing official in this game. I'm assuming you don't either, Dabby Cab?
No, but, I like the Reds bet. I do. This is a dog that I could get to the window with right here. Shout out Razor. He cashed 2 pick 5s today, a 1.8K and I think $3.4 thousand. Just fucking crazy. 2 of them today. Am I frozen or are you frozen?
I love that for you. I think your Wi-Fi is shitting out a little bit. Apparently mine's crapping out a little bit too. Maybe a little bit.
No, it's yours, bro.
So we'll see.
I look clear as can be.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do to yourself. New York Mets, Kansas City Royals next time up, or next game up here. Another easy pass. Unfortunately, these last couple of games were all pretty shit. I don't want to bet the Mets though for the rest of the year. I'm good. After selling off, I'm all set here. Kodai Senga is going to be a nice piece for them in the next coming years, but I want nothing to do with that. And Cole Ragan, shout out to him. Since he got traded to the Royals from the Rangers, he's not played poorly. He's had a 5-inning, 4-hit, 1-earned run start against the Tampa Bay Rays. Good. And that was earlier in the month, but against the Rays in the show, I mean, shout out to him. He pitched well. So I have nothing in this game here, Dabby Cab. Maybe I'd lean to an under. But what do you think?
Man, I think that you said it. I have no interest in betting the Mets until they're treated like the piece of shit team that they are. I think the line tomorrow, I looked ahead, I know. But it's like -120. Yeah, when you got the Mets against the Royals at -120, maybe you think about betting it, but not here. I don't care who's on the mound. Yeah, so I would stay completely away from this. You got, Cole, he's been up and down with his starts. Really the only reason I would see somebody betting the Mets here would be to get on Senga. This month he's got a 1.93 ERA in his four starts. So he's just been outstanding. And again, I talk about who people pitch against to get their ERAs. In this month, he's gone against the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. He only gave up 1 run against those 2 teams. So, I mean, he's just been outstanding. So I get it. If you want to go Mets first 5 here, back your starter. Don't go full game because this is not a winning baseball team.
Agreed there. Shout out to Nut Flush Allen in the chat. Great timing because let's talk Giants, Diamondbacks here. And Rocco wants to know his take. I want to know your take, Nut Flush. This line has plummeted. Plummeted. -196 earlier today. Now -178 here for the Giants. I am very interested to see what happens here with Slade. And we're going to call him Sassoni here. I like calling him Sassoni, making his name very Italian here. But Slade, what a fucking name. Have you met a Slade in your life, Dabby?
Have I what?
Have you met a person named Slade?
No.
I don't think I have either. It's a fucking solid-ass name. And by the way, Nut Flush's opinion, do not bet against the Braves for the rest of the year, which... Good take. Dabby Cap has told me many a times. I did not think.
I told you that when? Oh, yeah, like at the beginning of the year. Just don't bet against them.
Yeah, I haven't bet against them. I'm not betting against them either, so I'm right there as well. But I'm shocked that this line dropped so much for the Giants here. I thought the Giants would probably roll here against a rookie making his
How
debut.
the fuck do you say his last name?
I'm saying it's Sony.
So he's like Italian or something? Like what?
Well, he's from the University of Miami, a first-round pick. I cannot confirm if he is in fact Italian, but I like to pretend uh, uh, O-N-I. If you have that in your last name, you're automatically Italian to me.
Yeah, I know, which is crazy because Slade's almost like, like Dakota or Noah. Like it just seems like a very white name.
As well. And
Skyler.
by the way, now Flush is asking us to read the take. So if you're going to bet against the Braves for the rest of the year, take the team total dog or the dog team total over. So there you go. Shout out to you, Not Flush Allen. I got you. BJ jumping on the Marlins as well. So that's very nice to hear as well. And then, yeah, the line just keeps on dropping for the Phillies, telling you guys to bet it more, bet it more, bet it more. It's pretty crazy. Dabby, do you have any thoughts on this game? I didn't want to bet a rookie here. His last couple of starts in AAA were pretty good. He's a power pitcher, so he throws pretty hard. I'm excited to see what he does, but I'm not going to back him on his first start because someone in this very StreamYard room has told me not to back rookies in their first appearances.
That's me, and I don't do it. So thank you. You just said it. But I'll keep saying it. Maybe somebody's here that hasn't heard it. There are times when you really want to break rules, but if you set rules for yourself and stick to them and you set them for a reason when gambling, in the long run, it'll pay out. One of my rules is I do not bet people on their first start in the majors. If I am, I'm taking a fucking over. I'm damn sure not betting on the Diamondbacks, but I don't want to take the over and I don't want to bet on the Diamondbacks here.
Agreed. Agreed there. Last game, minus 270 Los Angeles Dodgers. It was minus 325 earlier again. So unsurprisingly, this is Oakland A's or pass. I think this is okay. I was going to say I think this is the easiest bet on the card, but I think the Marlins are the easiest bet on the card, honestly. But I think this is just you make this bet. You don't look at this game, but I think it's Oakland A's here. I think it'll be close, so maybe you take.
God damn it, Jose! How did we get here, man?
Because the line's moving towards the fucking A's here as big underdogs. I would take them at a plus 1.5. I'm not going to bet it, but I would take the A's in some form or fashion.
I bet you would.
Yeah, you know it.
I know you would, yeah. I can't. I know that the line is where it is, but I think Gonsolin's I think he's going to rip through this A's lineup today. I think this is a spot where I really think he's got a chance to, get back on track. So,
he's fucking better.
Exactly. One thing though, they haven't been terrible. The A's have 105 runs created plus over the last couple of weeks. And then you look at the Dodgers, they're not doing much against left-handed pitchers the past 2 weeks, only 99 runs created plus. So I get it. I get where you're coming from, but still, I don't bet the fucking A's. I wouldn't do it. If anything, I think that, I think Gonsolin rips through this lineup, and that's a reason enough to stay off for me.
Well, I have to agree. I have to agree with you, Tabby. I'm not going to bet this game. And by the way, it's funny. Hogan Harris is a lefty, Vitalis. But Vitalis is saying, if Hogan was a righty, I've always said it, you don't bring right-handers into Chavez Ravine. So there you go. Very interesting. Very interesting. And by the way, Slow Jam, he's on Dodgers run line. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But I'd rather take the plus 1.5 here. So let's recap our action here. Wednesday shows are always kind of a short hodgepodge of nonsense here because we have afternoon action. It's a slower day. But they're still fun whenever we can get Dabby Cab on the screen on the program with me. Dabby, let's recap our action. First of all, Dabby, my question is, do you have any action today?
Yeah, I have a bet.
Okay, what is it?
Blue Jays first 5, minus 120. Money line. Back in Kikuchi. Let's get that fucking Coochie, boys.
Yes. Yusei Kikuchi on the bump for...
No, Yusei Kikuchi. I say Kikuchi. Coochie. Coochie? Coochie.
Shout out to Yusei. I'm on a variety of sides here. I'm on the over in this Red Sox game. It's 3-0 right now. Would appreciate some runs from the Mariners, but not too many. I'm also on the Red Sox money line plus 109 there as well. Slow jams. I do still think the Rangers don't make the playoffs. By the way, as my guy Dennis Garcia said, am I supposed to be scared from a fucking 40-year-old man that gets hurt constantly? No, I'm not scared of him. Jordan Montgomery's fine. He's just fine. He's an okay lefty. I'm
Max
not
Scherzer
worried.
is not Adam Wainwright, bro, and he's not to be treated like it either. Just like Verlander's not either.
The best pitcher on that staff hurt his forearm earlier this season, and it's not Jacob deGrom. It's actually my guy, fucking nasty Nate Eovaldi. Eovaldi pitched, hurt his forearm. He's out on the IL now. So I still don't believe. I still don't believe it, and I've got fucking noise all over my goddamn house today. Fuck me, apparently. So this is a great time. I have this full slate of action. Like I said, I'm on the Red Sox money line on the over. I'm on Detroit. I was on Detroit first 5. That cashed. Yankees full game money line minus 115. Believing in Garrett Cole for the first time in his fucking life. Miami Marlins first 5 and full game plus 107 first 5. I got plus 110 full game. That obviously has dropped a ton. I still like it at minus 101. Baltimore Orioles full game money line plus 110 for me. And that's it. I actually thought I had more action, but that is it today.
I'm still practicing here. Admittedly, it would be funny if Garrett Cole gets lit up tonight. I want you to win, though. I want you to win, but admittedly, it would be funny.
You're starting to get it there, Dabby Cab. You're starting to get it. There we go. It's a better one.
I'm just practicing.
If you did this around Helga, she would fucking die laughing because I'm sure she hears this all the fucking time. But yeah, it would be a little funny. My hate for Garrett Cole would increase twofold there. Rob free on the Phillies money line. That's all right, Rob. I wish you luck, my man. Slow jams. Alfred 44. Nut Flush is gonna put his Twitter on his play on Twitter. Jesus Christ, I can't talk.
It's not called Twitter anymore. It's called X. Yeah, he's gonna Z'd it, boys. X'd it, Z'd it. How the fuck X'd it? He's gonna X'd it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna get my phone and start X'ing. But shout out to
made it Z because then you could be like, I Z'd.
What a horrible decision by that man. But he's gonna put his play on Twitter. So shout out to you, Not Flush, Vitalis, Ganyong, Real Deal Prime, BJ, Razor Sharp Picks, all you guys, Robert Franklin, Slow Jam Arsenault, Rocco Rogers. We appreciate you guys all for joining in. LG. Again, we'll keep plugging it for the rest of the month. It's going to be a whole lot of fun here. The Cappers contest and the Survivors contest, both live right now. You guys can sign up $100 to join. Remember, the Survivor contest, when the week starts or when week 1 ends, you are officially locked out of there. So no more signing up for the Survivor contest. But you can survive or sign up for the Cappers contest. Again, it's hashtag beat Pete. Peter Loshak won it last year, and we have to take his crown. So we have to sign up at pubsportsradio.com and kick that fucking guy's ass because he has been on this high horse for too long, that Peter Loshak. Too long.
He dominated through college basketball, and now he's dominating through the MLB. I mean,
makes me sick. I'm gonna kick his ass.
What a dick! What do you mean it makes you sick? You don't, Pete. I'm so glad that you're cashing, and I hope you keep cashing, and I hope we cash together. And I'm sorry that Jose is a real big ace hole.
I fucking want him to lose every single pick he puts in the Cappers contest this year. I want him to finish in dead fucking last. Dead last. Fuck you, Pete. You're going to lose, you asshole. And don't forget, by the way, I know Dabby Cab's not a poker guy, but I'm sure he's going to join the Pub Sports Poker Tournaments.
Everybody bitched at me last time because, I genuinely don't play poker. So but of course I still joined, but everybody got all mad. They're like, oh, you just gave away chips. You give away chips. I'm like, motherfucker, you want me to play or not? Like, don't bitch at me for losing. I'm going to lose. Yeah, suck my nuts because I'm playing and hosting. So suck it. I don't care. I don't know how to play. I'm playing and losing.
Beautiful. So, yes, Dabby Cab is going to join August 16th, 23rd, and 31st. 3 Bet Online poker tournaments. I'll be hosting 2 of them. It'll be a whole lot of fun. It'll be a whole live stream event, and you can join on Bet Online. It'll be very interesting. I believe the rooms aren't available to join yet, but I will double check with one James the Bag. It'll be $25 to buy in. And then if you win, you get a free entry into the Pub Sports Radio Cappers contest. And the top 3 get 3 tickets to Bet Online Sunday Night Showdown, which is another poker tournament that has like $107 to join. Get in for free if you finish in the top 3 there. Shout out to our guy Saturated, who was one of the winners last time, and he got into one of those tournaments, and he had time in it as well. But remember, if you sign up and you win this, you get a free Cappers contest. And if you've already signed up and you won a poker tournament, you get $100. We'll just give you your entry fee right back for the Cappers contest. Sign up today. It is going to be a whole lot as well. And you know what? Turnsy's right. He's saying, let's pray Jose's better at poker than he is at betting baseball. Turnsy, let me tell you right now, I'm so much worse at poker than I am betting baseball. So you guys better come at me because I'll be ready to go. Dabby Cab, any final thoughts? Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, Jose. You did a good job. You did a good job, Jose. Good job for once. See how much more fun it is? I'm glad you're starting to finally loosen up that pussy. Thank you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Turnsy, Nate, fuck you, Jose. Alfred, man, everybody. We don't have anything without you guys. So thank you. Like Jose and me said earlier, the unmuted mic will be back next week. We got a new guest, Rachel. I'll be on the, Medicate Mondays, and then I'll be here with Jose on Saturday. So I'll be right back here with you in a couple days.
Yep. And then like Dabby Cab's fuck, that was good. That was really good. Like Dabby Cab mentioned, he's training, he's practicing. He's going to host Say Hey Plays at the end of the month. So it'll be a whole lot of fun. And by the way, shout out to Joe Walsh cashing out. He cashed out his tickets for the Reds. Plus 4, or well, I shouldn't say plus 475, but he got $475 for cashing that ticket. Love that shit. So now we're all collectively rooting against the Reds.
Hey, I want you to see, Jose, or I want you to just think. So you saw how long I did and how funny. Now you got me checking my mic and how funny that was. Think about how long I let you go that one time.
Yeah, it was funny. It was good. And I was just laughing at the fact that it was the final words of the show. And I was like, fuck yeah. This is good here. This is good.
Tell me how I'm plugging the unmuted mic with my motherfucking mic muted.
It's beautiful. By the way, Dabby Cab, you're gonna be here next week, right? I forgot about that. That means
is the interview gonna work if I'm in studio? It won't be a problem.
No, it'll be fine, I'm sure. Well, it depends on what time actually. I'll have to check the schedule. Yeah. But point of all that is to say, it seems as if Nasty Nate just called out. So shout out to Nasty Nate. We're doing the show together next Saturday.
Oh yeah, we will in studio. That's good.
Yeah. So Nasty Nate, you're more than welcome to join on as well. Shout out to Big Show. He could join too. We need some Tigers props. And as Now Flush says, a great way to end the program. Long live my fucking stupid ass sausage fingers. Say hey and see you guys next time.